there's 10 pages of this, and I'm not going to get through about 3 of them, so, you know. I'd like to thank Ben and Neil and Beth for making it really obvious that I've got notes, because they keep saying Public speaking is not my thing by any job. If you put me in front of a computer screen, as Kate can now testify, I'm quite good. But make me talk to people, I've got no skills. So, seriously, Ben, Neil, where's Ben gone? Thank you so much. You're not Greg's deputies, you never were, you don't want to be. If Greg was here, he'd be so proud of you, of you, of you. Cry so much! That wasn't even scripted for page 4. I only knew Greg for a brief time. One Christmas, and a couple of very brief walking through the Skype shops, because he didn't really understand what was going on. But with every day, I get to know the family that he knew, that he nurtured, that he loved. His wife, you can take whichever way you want, but is a one-off. But all of you Golemos that are here, be it in name, in marriage, in relation, whatever, you stand all as testament to a frankly amazing man, as a husband, as a father, and as a man of faith. Keep it proud. As various people have also mentioned, Kate has had a bit of loss in the last year or so. Grandma Beef, that I know, would love to be here. And so would Eleanor. I wish they could be. I wish also my mum could be here, my grand. Makes me so proud. But Kate's right. This sounded so much better in my head.
It's great, keep going.
You just want to see me cry. This is the highlight. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote things, I wanted to say things, but I do want to take a moment just for everybody just to remember whether it's a Golemo, whether it's someone you know, or just someone you love that isn't here, just please raise a toast for 1 minute. There's more to give me a moment. I've gone to page 3 now. Nearly a third of the way through this. Ross, Ross, always told me that... Hi, Harry. Ross always told me that I was the least funny one of our little gang at school. So if you are standing here and expecting jokes for the next 5 minutes, you are sorely going to be disappointed. Internet suggested that the first thing I need to do, after bringing the mood right down, was to say, my God, my wife looks beautiful. So, my God, my wife looks beautiful. Apparently, on the journey here, I didn't tell her enough that she looked beautiful. One prompted. I didn't turn round enough in the church.
At all?
That was deliberate. And genuinely, she's made an effort, and why didn't you say that?
All he said was, you scrub up well.
She scrubs up well, doesn't she? Scripted. The problem with that, though, is that if I stand here and tell you all, my God, she's beautiful, is that it doesn't really do it for me. She looks beautiful, but this isn't the Kate that I know, this isn't the Kate that I love. The Kate that I know, the Kate that I love, the Kate that frustrates Neil to the end of the earth, the Kate that Camilla would like to throw out the house every 5 minutes, is the Kate that walks around in scruffy yoga pants, that leaves Dr. Pepper's lying all over the house, that squeezes the toothpaste halfway up their goddamn tube. That's my Kate. This is the public Kate, and she's beautiful and she's wonderful. But the Kate that I get at home, that's the one I want to marry. That's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. So tough. However, the break for Kate is this is as good as it gets. When I go home, I'm in shorts and flip-flops and farting, so, you know, good luck with that. Internet also told me that I should thank you, sorry mess, for coming. Realistically, I know there's only two reasons why any of you are here. One, there's a free bar, which to the Brits is amazing. I know to the Americans you're like, whatever, but yeah, thank you for that, by the way. But also, none of you here ever believed that either of us would be in this position right now. Whether it's with each other or any other side. So, but genuinely, thank you all. I know some of you have spent pennies coming here, some of you spent hundreds of thousands of pounds and or dollars. It does genuinely mean the world to us. I'm saying no a lot, I'm really conscious of that. I could never in my wildest of dreams have expected any, certainly not the Americans, but any of the Brits here to matter as much as it turns out they do to me, so thank you all from the bottom of my heart. To the Americans that have come, probably come for Kate less than me. You know, if I sent you an invite, you probably wouldn't have turned up. From Kate as well, thank you very much. Genuinely, there are no words. Thank you just seems pathetic, but that's as good as it's going to get, because otherwise I'll start crying again. Whatever reason you've come for, thank you. Beth, Neil, Ben have all mentioned the Golemo family in passing in one way or another. Kate did as well, given that she's, you know, part of it. But that's the family I'm marrying into, and whatever you know of my history, the Golemo family is a little bit different from what I'm used to. I think it's probably different from any family, anyway. The Simpsons probably look at you sometimes and go, you know what? As has been mentioned, my first experience of it was Christmas, and all I can say is I'm so glad there were two very small children taking the attention away from me, because I could not have coped under that microscope for so long. So, if nothing else, gentlemen, your wives, wherever she is, thank you for being fertile, genuinely, because it took so much off me. Family scared the crap out of me for so long. There are people here, hi Rach, hi Cos, who know that I have run a million miles from any family situation any time. But that Christmas I got it. I can't necessarily say I wanted what you had, but I understood what it was that made family special. I am humbled, genuinely humbled, as quite a strong-willed individual, to say that you guys have taken me in. It means so much. I should probably go that way now, but this is Camilla. You don't need me to tell you how great Kate is. She's going to tell you anyway, be it now or at some point after. The login on a PC is Kate the Great, for crying out loud.
I have to change it.
I don't think that's the password. Genuinely, there are an awful lot of people that we need to thank. I think the saying goes that my wife and I, but I didn't really know where to crowbar that in. So, my wife and I. Genuine thanks. Camilla, for a variety of reasons, be they biological or financial, we wouldn't be here without you. So, thank you so much. You kept our spirits up when we wanted to cry. You gave Kate someone to shout at when she needed to cry. You gave me someone to boss around. We cannot thank you enough. You are, without doubt, unique. Ross, my best man. No, generally, we've been friends for 20, 25 years, something like that. You've got me through so much board, and we've played, genuinely, we have played Guess the Roundabout. What radio station am I listening to, and who can punch Chris in the face first? So, through all that, you've made my car stink. You told me my music is shit, and I couldn't ask for a better mate in the world. So thank you, and thank you for doing this today. I know it hasn't been easy. I know there's been stuff, but yeah. Kelly, Beth, you look that good, and you're not the stars of the show. That's going to hurt. Suck it up. You've had your day. You're having your day. So get over it. Kelly, thank you for making Kate not a Golemo when you had the chance, and thank you, Beth. Thank you for making her laugh more than I can ever dream of. And she usually it's at your expense, I admit, but any tale she tells about Beth ends in her laughing like it's going out of fashion. So thank you. My ushers, my people. Neil, Ben, oh, okay. Thank you. Again, thank you for sorting this day out as best as we gave you ability to. Thank you for travelling all this way. Thank you, as I said, for being fertile. But mostly, thank you for entrusting your big sister with me. I hope I don't let you down. I pray to God I don't let Kate down, but, you know, you're scarier. But also, thank you so much for teaching her how to deal with intellectually inferior men. Dax, your ring duties were beyond compare. If you do get 10 years older, I will have you a fight because she's mine now. You've lost. Get your own cake. But generally, thank you. Abs, thank you for looking after the page girls. Golemo family again, thank you for giving me some other page girls. And they don't care, do they? But Abs, thank you so much. We had some singers, you may have noticed them. There's two or three delicate voices in the room. Camilla, thank you. Beth, thank you. Johanna, thank you. And then there's one mighty fine set of longs. Yeah, that hasn't even started yet. Caroline, thank you so much. We didn't give you any hope whatsoever, and you know, you've been away, so thank you. Paula, I'm nearly done. Sorry. Paula, thank you so much for the flowers as well. Thank you, more than thank you for the flowers, thank you for talking to Kate about the flowers and not involving me at any level. This place, it looks amazing. It may not surprise you that I had very little part in it. Kate said, what do you want for the reception? I said, I don't know, go with it. Kate spent an awful lot of time on Pinterest, got some ideas, and then farmed in some people sitting over there, some people sitting down there, some people sitting over there. I'm not going to name you all because, Jesus, you know, we want to get drunk. But thank you all. Thank you all for, again, entrusting me with one of your best friends. Thank you for making Kate the lady this year's. But I do have to single out Brooke. No. So, but also, not because I'm going to cry, but because she risked life and limb and possible imprisonment for smuggling rings over the borders. Oh yeah, and one last one. Is, well, it's done now. I'm thanking Cormac.
Okay.
Hi Cormac. You all, thank you so much for submitting all your song choices. We had so many. I got a bit bored of looking at them and going, that's American, that's Rachel's, not you Rachel, that way. That's terrible. Yeah. So much Bruno Mars. Cormac went through them all, has sorted out. If your song hasn't made the cut, it's his fault. If your song is on when you're at the toilet, it's his fault. But genuinely, thank you all from the bottom of my heart, from my wife's heart, for just getting off your asses and doing it, because I don't know if I come to your wedding, to be honest. So, thank you.